Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley, and for today's video I'm gonna be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush collection that she came out with. This is the master collection, all 24 brushes. So here I have the eyes and here I have the face. Came out to be, I think, $160, which I think it's a pretty good price, you know, for all these brushes, especially like if this completes like a whole makeup look, like, you know, you don't need to like buy any brushes. So if you guys care to see what I think about these brushes, then continue watching. Okay, so usually I don't use a brush to prime my face, but because, you know, I wanted to try all the brushes and utilize all the brushes, I picked this one, which, you know, it was wrong for me to pick it because it was just too small and it took forever to prime my face. You know, I feel like I had to keep applying product and more product because it was just soaking up to the brush. So you'll see I'll try to use it again for something else. For a foundation, I'm using the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula, and I really like this foundation. You know, this is not my shade. It's way too light. I have to give this foundation to my mom because, you know, she's a little bit more lighter than me. But anyways, I used the foundation brush that comes in the set, and I really like it. It blended the foundation nicely, and I just love the shape of it because, you know, honestly, Jaclyn Hill knew what she was doing when she was making these brushes because the shape of all of them, you know, it makes you enjoy applying makeup because of how they are. It's just so easy. For concealer, I'm using the one from Makeup Revolution, which I don't know how I feel about it yet because, you know, people were hyping it up to be like the Tarte Shape Tape, which it's not because, you know, the Tarte Shape Tape is full coverage. But I don't really hate this one either, so I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, so here I go again with that small brush, but I still think it's too small for what I like underneath my eyes, you know? It just takes forever to blend because of the size. So I went back in with a foundation brush to try to blend it out some more because I was just like, you know, this is just taking forever. I need something more bigger to cover more of my face. Okay guys, so this stuff is so good. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Filtered Soft Focus HD Powder. Ugh, that was so long. But with this brush, oh my gosh, my under eyes were so flawless this day. Like literally, I don't think I got any creases because do you see the shape of this brush? It really presses the powder underneath your eyes and it sets the powder so perfect. I freaking love it. So time to use the Mumbo Jumbo Mama brush from this brush set. This thing is huge and it's soft, which, you know, it's really nice to set your whole face with this brush. You know, I don't have no complaints about it. I like it. Okay, so this is one of my favorite brushes. So in the video, I'm gonna note my top favorite 5 brushes that I think are so worth it for you to purchase. You know, if you can't get the bundle, then, you know, try to get these individually. But again, with the shape, I love it. Like, this brush is so soft. My bronzer went on so smooth and flawless. Like, seriously, one of my favorite brushes now that I'm gonna be using like on a daily when I apply my makeup because it's just so easy. Okay, let me tell you about this brush. Now, this brush right here is my top one brush. Like, this brush is so unique. I don't have anything in my collection like this, you know? You don't need any like treatment or surgery to get cheekbones after this brush because it's so good. It fits so perfectly on your cheeks. Like, the density of this brush contours you so nicely but blends so flawlessly. I love, love, love this brush right here. So now I'm applying blush with this brush, and I don't think I really got to enjoy this brush because the blush wasn't really working for me in this palette. As you can see, I looked a little bit confused, but yeah, I have to use this brush again to see how I feel about it. Almost at the end of the video, you'll see that I went in with a different blush and a different brush from the brush set. Like, oh my god, brush, that's so confusing. So this highlight is so beautiful and it's from e.l.f. Like, what? You know, I gotta use it more. Like, all these freaking highlights that are coming out, you know, and you just throw the other ones in your freaking makeup collection. But I have a similar brush like this from Morphe, and I actually think it's the same brush, but, you know, that one is in black and this one is in white. So, yep, I don't mind. I like both of them. Okay, no, this is one of my top 5, top 5, top 5. I don't know if this brush is supposed to be used to contour your nose, but that's exactly what I decided to use it for. Like, this brush is fluffy, but at the tip is a little bit flat, so I loved it how it contoured my nose. And I bring my nose contour also into my crease of my eyelids because I feel like, you know, it makes it look a little bit more natural. Alright, so I did my eyebrows off camera and bam, they're right there. But for this brush right here, honestly, I didn't know what to use it for. But I use it to get like a sharp line at the edge of my eye with a little bit of powder because I didn't know if the Pure Cosmetics palette was going to give me fallout. Now for the eyes, I'm taking the fluffiest brush for my transition shade. I was seeing that some people complained that there wasn't a big fluffy brush like a MAC 224 or like a Sigma E40, but I think this brush was just like a MAC 224 or a Sigma brush, you know? It was fine to me. Okay, so this is another top brush, but let me tell you about this brush. When I saw this brush, I was like, okay, you know, the brush looked a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie about that because, you know, the bristles of the hair were so long and I thought this brush wouldn't work for anything, but oh my god, I was so wrong. Like this brush right here is perfect. Like perfect for the crease, you know, to deepen up the crease. I used this brush for my Halloween makeup. I was a pink kitty and I did an intense pink look, and oh my god, the shadows blended so nicely into the crease because of this brush. Like wow. For a pop of color, I'm using the Pure Cosmetics Masquerade palette again, and for the lid color, I don't think it was the brush's fault that the shadow wasn't showing up because I did go in with the blush shade, and you know, the blushes aren't supposed to be intense. So I tried to go in with different brushes with this shade to see, you know, if it would work, but you know, it wasn't working. Look, as you can see, I'm trying with another fluffy brush. So at some point, I went in with the Emily Edits Wants palette, and I started to work with another burgundy shade. So I'm really trying to pack that shade on. You can automatically see how much more pigmented the eyeshadow is compared to the blush color I was using before. Like, yeah. So I'm trying out that flat shader brush, the JH41, and now it's packing on the eyeshadow really good because this green shade is an actual eyeshadow. Now I wanted to deepen up the outer corner, so I went in with a slightly deeper burgundy shade from the Emily Wants palette with this small, dense, fluffy brush, which was perfect for the outer corner. Like, I really liked it. Okay, is this just me? But I think it's satisfying to apply highlight to the inner corner. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it's so satisfying. Okay, and for this look, I'm just going to add a small baby wing, like this. Guys, so this is the JH04. Oh my gosh, so soft. I'm using it right now to swipe away the extra powder under my eyes, but I'm going to use it again later for blush because that's what it's meant for. Now, I'm using this black gel liner that I got in a BoxyCharm, and I really like it because it stays in the waterline like for a really long time. Okay, so I'm taking this brown shade from my lower lash line with this brush that is so soft and so gentle for under the eyes. It didn't feel scratchy at all, and it blended everything so nicely under my lower lash line. Like, I love it. Now I'm going in with another brown shade in the Pure Diaries palette with this small pencil brush. It's a little bit more dense than the other brush that I just used. You know, I want to pack a little bit more shadow on the lower lash line, so this brush is perfect for that. So I switched back to the Masquerade palette, and I wanted to use that blue shade because it looks so freaking gorgeous. So I went in with this detailed brush to apply that underneath the lower lash line, you know, to add a little bit more color. Okay, I thought that the inner corner needed a little something something because the Masquerade palette wasn't my favorite. But anyways, I'm using the Throwback Gilded Honey. Like, oh my god, so beautiful. I'm just applying some mascara so I can put on my false lashes. So here's the JH04 blush brush. This is my sixth favorite, okay? I know I said I was going to say my top five, but I'm just adding another one in there because my blush went on so smooth, and I'm using the Smashbox Cali palette, which I freaking love. Like, all these shades are so good. Like, the highlight, the blush, and the contour, really nice. For my lips, I'm taking this nude pencil from Essence, and I was having a hard time like finding a perfect lip for this eye look. Like, really, I didn't have just like one perfect one in my collection. So then, you know, all this happened. I just went in with one nude and then another nude, and then after, like, I really loved how all of these three liquid lips like mixed. It just made like the perfect nude, like, didn't it? Like, I was like, oh my god, I was so proud of myself. Okay, now last thing, I'm setting my makeup with the Morphe setting spray, and I freaking love this thing. I literally had to mix 3 colors together in order to get this lip because I have like some nudes, but like one was too dark, one was too light. I mixed the Too Faced Melted Matte in the color Child Star with Girlactik Matte Lip Paint in Posh. I also did Gerald Cosmetics Skinny Dip. Sorry, I had to mix all these 3 together in order to get this look because, you know, it's a colorful eye, so I didn't want to mess it up. But this is the look that I created. I love it. I love the colors, like the fall colors. I tried to only use the Pure Cosmetics Midnight Masquerade palette, the one that came in the BoxyCharm, but this shade wasn't too pigmented, which, you know, it is supposed to be a blush, so that's good that a blush is not that pigmented. So that's why I had to go in with the Emily Edit palette, the Wants, which, oh my god, I love this palette. So I went in with a few colors from here. Also, I went in with a few neutral colors from the Soul Diaries from Pure Cosmetics as well. I got these in a BoxyCharm, which this one has like a lot of neutral colors. Now, let's talk about the brushes. Honestly, I liked all the eye brushes. There was like a few like hairs that were, you know, coming off, and you know, there's some that are sticking out like this one, but I really liked them, and for the price, like, I think it's a good deal, you know. So now moving on to the face brushes. The face brushes, I can say they did shed a little bit more. You know, when I was playing around with them, there was like hair all over my shirt here. I already wiped it off. Maybe there was like 8 pieces of brush hair, which that really doesn't bother me. Hopefully it doesn't continue, maybe because they're brand new. So the 2 that I really liked, and I don't have anything like this in my collection, especially because my favorite product as bronzer is 02, the one that I applied my bronzer with, and 05. Like, oh my gosh, I freaking love this brush. Like, out of all the brushes, I would say this one is my favorite, the 05, because I don't have anything like this. Like, I used this to contour right here, and it gave me cheekbones. Usually, I've been using the Real Techniques contour brush for like ever now. I don't even know like who this is anymore. Like, goodbye, because I'm gonna be using the 05. Now this one I also freaking like because it applied my bronzer on so smoothly and so fast, because I freaking love the shape. Like, look at the shape of this, it's so cool. For my bronzer, I've been using also this one forever. This is the BH Cosmetics one in the polka dot collection. Like, can you see how this one is round? And usually like when I bronzer with this one, it will go like all over, like even down here. And with this one, I didn't even have to like clean up using powder, which usually I do. Like, I would get like a sponge and get a little bit of powder and just like, you know, clean it up, and I didn't have to do it with this one. So if you're able to like get anything individually, I would say the 02 and the 05. Like these are gonna be part of my makeup application routine. So yeah, I enjoyed the other brushes too. Like this one I already have, but I think this one is in the white color. I think it's the same one as the M501, which, you know, I already used for my highlight. This foundation brush I actually enjoy more than the Morphe M439 brush, because I feel like this one is like super dense and I don't really like that, and this one is a little bit more flat. Like, can you see? Let me see. You see, this one's a little bit more dense and this one is a little bit more flat. This is the number 03. I like the jumbo one to apply you know, powder and stuff. Oh, another one that's really good is 07. Like this one, oh my god, I liked how it applied the setting powder. Probably because of the shape, I was able to like really like pack on the powder that I don't even see like no under eye creases underneath my eye. Also, it has to do with the Thrive Cosmetics Filtered Effects setting powder. Like, this one is so bomb. I really enjoy it too, but I love this. I feel like it's gonna replace the Real Techniques setting brush. It's bigger, you know, you're able to apply more quickly, and I don't know, I freaking love this one. I forgot about that one too. The only one I didn't like from the face brush set was 03. I didn't like how it applied the concealer. Just don't like it. It's too small. I feel like it takes forever. Like this one, I feel like is the only one that I didn't like. 03. Maybe I can use it for something else, like maybe powder underneath the eyes or something, or I don't know. I don't know what I can use it, but I really didn't enjoy it for now. So that is it for today's video. From my opinion, I would say this is a really good brush set because, come on, I only literally complained maybe about one brush and some de-shedding, which is not bad because you get a lot of brushes for the price. I hope you guys have a good day and you learned something by watching my video. Always remember to stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Because of these brushes, I want to take off my makeup and reapply my makeup and use my bronzer and use the contour brush again. Has that happened to you? I don't know, but yeah, that's how I feel about these brushes. I really also enjoyed the face. Oh gosh. Okay.